Senate Bill 731 is extremely important to the city of St. Louis. We have too many vacant and abandoned properties within the city. We have absentee landlords that live outside of the city and they don't keep up their property, which in turn cause other property values to decline. So Senate Bill 731, it's a bill that is actually another tool in the toolbox when it comes to going after those nuisance properties within the city of St. Louis. The mayor and myself, over the summer, we put together an initiative to do away with vacant buildings and derelict buildings because we know that it breeds crime. When you have vacant and abandoned buildings in the community, then the mentality within that community decays along with that building. So we were able to knock down approximately 50 buildings. Now you have new homes coming up as a result of that. North Sarah is a really great example when you talk about rebuilding communities. North Sarah, at one point, North Sarah was a place where you had prostitution and you had drug dealing at its highest level. Now you have nice, affordable homes there. And it was a direct result of the tax credits that we bring down to the city on a yearly basis. What we need more now than ever before is senior living. A lot of the seniors are, they're growing older and they cannot keep their homes up because they are on a fixed income. So we really need to begin to invest in senior living here in the city of St. Louis. When we are able to invest in our seniors, then we're giving back because many of our seniors, they paid their debt to society. You know, they worked extremely hard within the city. They maintained their homes for such a long time, and now they're not able to continue on maintaining their homes because they, again, are on a fixed income. So I would really, really like to see the city invest more into senior living. We're looking to put together an initiative here in the city of St. Louis where we call it Ban the Box. You have many young men and women that they pay their debt to society, made mistakes throughout the years, but they paid their debt to society. They come home out of prison and the doors are slammed in their faces because they walk in that door with the stigma of being an ex-felon. And so when they go out and try to get jobs, they're turned around. The doors are slammed in their faces. We're working on an initiative. It's called Ban the Box for the city of St. Louis. And it's an initiative about when someone goes into the streets department and apply for a job, then that felony, you know, have you ever been charged with a felony? That will no longer exist because that's a major barrier for individuals who's trying to turn their lives around. So that would help when it comes to justice. In 2007, we had approximately 12,000 young men and women that dropped out of the St. Louis public schools. Now, you know and I know that if you're not educating them, you're going to incarcerate them. So I went to Dr. Boursaw at the time, and Dr. Boursaw was the interim superintendent. I said to her, look, I want to go after those young men and women that have dropped out of the system. She said, well, how are you going to do that? I'm going to knock on the doors and I'm going to make phone calls the same way I got elected. She said, if you can do that, what I would do is open up Turner Middle School. Turner Middle School is in a historic community. It's called the Ville neighborhood. The first call we made was a grandmother who picked up the phone. It was a cold call. And we asked for her grandson because he had been out of school for a month, 2 months, I think. And she said, if you would have called earlier, a week earlier, you could have saved his life. He's dead now. At that point, I knew that we were on to something. The first year, we opened up Fresh Start. We graduated 83 kids that wasn't doing anything with their lives. They were hanging out on their grandmother's porches, reaping havoc in the community, selling drugs in the community, and we brought them in. We brought them in. They wanted to come in, but we were able to bring them in And the next year, we brought in 160. This year alone, we graduated 180 children that wasn't doing anything with their lives. Children that had dropped out of the St. Louis public school system. And it was a program that I thought about at 3 o'clock in the morning when I couldn't sleep. And it's still working right now today.